Hey, less lethal people. So I had a few questions and people were concerned about the best kinetics in the new Salt Supply S2 because I've really been promoting this launcher compared to other ones. And it's really, probably in my opinion, one of the greatest markers to hit the market. And if you looked at my last video, I tested these home wrecker busting balls, which we put on the scale, and I believe they're 4.5 grams. Okay, this one's 4.6. 4.6. 4.5. So 4.5, 4.6 grams. Now, I tested them. I tested the rubber T4E rounds, and I tested burner kinetics. Well, the other day, I wanted to get another magazine for this marker. So I ordered one from Salt Supply, and they were wonderful enough and so kind to send me some presents. They sent me 2 magazines instead of 1, which is awesome. I am so grateful to them and thankful. And they sent me their kinetics. And I shot these earlier, and when I shot them earlier, I was really surprised. Well, first of all, I want to say they come really nicely packaged, very high quality, and they have these child safety caps. And I know it sounds funny and we all make jokes and whatever, but I was really thinking about this. Some people can't have firearms, and some people choose not to have firearms. Some people, it's where they live and for other things. And some people have these less lethal launchers because they have kids in the house and they don't want a firearm with the kid in the house, because it could be dangerous, right? Well, these little kinetics, they could pass for, especially if they come in multiple different colors out there, they could pass for a jawbreak or a candy, a gumball. So Salt Supply supplies them in a child safety pack, which is genius. It cuts down liability on them, and that's why we're choosing less lethal, is to be safe. And whoop-de-doo, if your kid choked on something instead of getting hurt with something, it would be horrible, it'd be a travesty. So they put these kinetics in this child safety cap and in this child safety container with the child safety cap. I think it's genius. I think it's great. And I just all around think it's a fantastic idea. So I want to thank Salt Supply for sending me these to test out. And I'm going to do the test again with you guys, and I'll show you the results I got earlier and some of the amazing things I found out about these kinetics. So first off, these home wrecker busting balls were 4.5, 4.6 grams, which we just saw. These, however, are not quite as heavy. They are 3.7 grams. So they're not quite, they're just about a gram less than those, okay? 3.7. However, what I want to show you is this. I'm going to take a home wrecker, put it down my barrel, and I'm going to take a piece of tape and put it over, clear tape, and put it over half the barrel as a stop. And what I want you to see is, look at how small the circumference or the diameter is on the home wrecker. It's really not bore matched for this marker, and neither was the burner kinetic, and neither was the rubber one, the T4E, but they performed well. At least the home wrecker performed the best, and then the rubber rounds from T4E performed. The burners did not perform well at all. They got the lowest score. But now these came today, the Salt Supply Kinetics, and when I looked at them side by side, you could see the Salt Supply are visibly larger than the Home Wrecker. So once again, now I know I can use a caliper, and a caliper will give me a 100% size, and I do have a caliper. I actually have to get a battery for it. But what I do want to show people is what it means to be bore matched or the same size. This one right here has a much better fit. And you could see there's no space really for air to get around this. And what that means is, for those people that are new to this and aren't as experienced as us modders, the air does not go around, and you don't around the ball when it's going down the barrel of the marker, and you don't lose CO2. It pushes the ball forward. Whereas if with these, you have the same thing, but air goes around it, and you're losing valuable air that can be used to produce more power. Now, what I did notice today, when I did these the other day, I started out at 18 joules and went down to roughly, I think it was 15 joules. Okay, so 18 down to 15 in the first 6 shots. Today I ran that test with just these kinetics, and I actually got very good results. I didn't get 18 joules, I got 17 joules. However, in the first 5 shots, I started out at 320 feet per, I did 10 shots total, but I started out with 320 feet per second. And that was 17 joules, so only 1 joule less than these, which is trivial, 1 joule. It doesn't matter. But I stayed consistent at 17 joules for the first 4 shots. Then the 5th shot was 16 joules, where with the Home Wrecker, it was actually less. This then continuously stayed with 16 joules through the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th shot. So I got 8 full shots. The first 4 were 17 joules. The second 4 were 16 joules. And the last ones I finished up at 15 joules. So, that being said, the consistency with these was much better than the consistency with the heavier Home Wreckers, and they're only 1 gram heavier. So I do honestly believe that the performance out of these is better than any other thing I've used so far, and they're made specifically for this marker. Now, I'm gonna go over there and do the test again with the chronograph, and we're gonna write down the numbers again. I'm gonna take our magazines, and we'll put 5 in each, and we're gonna compare our numbers to the numbers I got earlier. So let's go do that, and let's see what happens now. More in here. So, I have to say, quality-wise, these guys are slippery. They're slick. So they'll Definitely moving. And the fact that they really are a perfect match to the barrel, or as we call it, bore matched, is fantastic. And I showed you that here just now. So let's take our marker over to the target and let's crunch some numbers and see what we get. For me, the first 5 or 6 shots are the biggest because that's going to be your first magazine, and you all know my opinion on this. If you're going over that and you need a reload, you need a different weapon. That's for sure. Okay, so let's see what we got here. First one up. Help if I take it off safety. Okay, I got 344. That's the first shot, 344. Then we're gonna see what these are on the, because we know they're 3.7 grams, 344. 338, okay? $330. $322. And the fifth shot. $320. That's the first magazine. Put on safety, pop that one out, pop the new magazine in. Take our crony off safe. 6 shot. 318. We're gonna do 10 shots. 310. 300. And we got 2 more to go. 294. And last but not least, 268. That was the drop. The 10th shot was the drop. So, based on that, gas. This is a fantastic marker, and I think we're going to be really surprised at these numbers. Let me go get my calculator here to test on the joules. Bring you back here. Give me 1 second while I go grab it. All right, guys, sorry I had to run off camera for a second, but I needed to get the phone for the joule calculator here. All right. We're doing this all right on video. So, we're plugging in. We got grams, 3.7. And we're doing feet per second. Okay, from the first magazine, shot 1, 344 feet per second. Calculate. 20 joules. Okay, 20 joules. 20 joule marker. First one was 20 joules. 338. I'm assuming that's going to be roughly around the same. .338, 19 joules. Okay, 330. .19 joules. 322. .18 joules. And 320. .17 joules. So in the first magazine, you're staying high 20, low 17. We did not reach 20 joules with these. We only reached 18, I believe. 18 or close to 19. So, right off the bat, these, because they match the barrel, are a better choice, in my opinion. These would be the winner, and they're made for this particular marker. I'm not even gonna bother doing the joules on the second magazine because we could tell it's all in the 17, 16 area until you get to the last two. Those two, the 9th and the 10th shot. So for our first magazine, the first 5 shots, as I drop my CO2, the first 5 shots that come out of here are all within a really good, consistent range. There's no major drop. You know, I'm happy with these. I recommend these. I'm gonna order some more of these, definitely this week. I'm probably gonna order another 2 packages of these. I like these Kinetics. Don't get me wrong, I think you're fine if you're going to use these home wreckers. There's nothing wrong with them. They work great. They hit nice and hard. But as far as I'm concerned, these were out of home wreckers, Burner Kinetics, T4E rubber rounds, and Salt Supply. Salt Supply makes the best kinetic round for that as far as bore match. And you're getting 22, listen, you're getting 20 joules out of this marker, and then 19, 20, 18. This is 1 joule is trivial to drop. This is consistent. It's not like you're going from 20 down to 15, down to 10, and staying at 10, like some other name brands out there. It's consistent marker. It's great. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little video, and I hope you could take away from that some useful information. I think Salt has a great product. Salt Supply has great ammunition. Now I have to get myself some of their tear gas / OC balls and do a little test and see how powerful they are. I don't know if I'm that excited to be subject to that, but I think it's something worth doing and really testing out. Anyway, have a great night, guys. Hope you enjoyed it.